In this jar right here, I have some raw rotten heart, cow heart, that has been sitting in my storage room here for almost 2 months. And in this video, we're gonna say exactly what happens if you eat this thing. You can see it's rotten. Let's see if you die from it or not, okay? If you're seeing this video, yeah, I'm probably not dead, but you know that the cameraman never dies, so you don't know for sure. Let's see. You can see it's also properly green right here. It's a bit like green, weird. It smells very intense, I can say. You can feel the smell right to the skin. Let's get it now. First bite. Are you guys ready? Let's go. Let's see. Not gonna lie, I actually think that the taste is pretty good. I mean, it's okay. It's not insanely good or like bad either. Like pretty surprising. Oh damn! Now I have a bit of a spicy feeling in my mouth. It's like regular meat, if you tasted raw meat or not, but cheesier. Oh, I dropped my fork here. It's like cheesier and a bit more intense taste. We have one piece now. I'm gonna chew it and swallow it. Bro, I'm actually fucking hungry. I think I'm gonna eat all the jar right here. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see if I can do that. And now if you're wondering, what the fuck am I doing here? Why am I eating this shit, bro? Because it's probably something weird, right? And when I say here that it's rotten meat, I mean by that it's controlled fermented meat, fermented in a controlled way, you know, raw rotten hard. Because I didn't just let it sit randomly like that, you know, let it rot randomly. Actually, you can see it's in a jar right here. I have a jar and it's in small pieces. And this is because that's the process itself, you know, you gotta ferment it, right? Just like you would ferment, you know, milk or eggs, you can also ferment those, especially milk, usually, you know, turn it into cheese and so on. You have a certain process that you gotta make it like that, you know, to ferment properly. And the same applies for meat. You put it into small jar, into a small, I mean, not small jar, in a jar with small pieces like that. And you let it sit for usually weeks. And you also have to air it out every 2 to 3 days. You air it out, so this way you balance out the beneficial bacteria with the anaerobical bacteria with the aerobical one. So you let it have a bit of air, and this way it develops beneficial bacteria. We're gonna eat more now, and I'm gonna tell you exactly there after that about the benefits, you know, the effect that you feel by eating this way, because it's very fascinating. You're gonna really like it. You're gonna be surprised by this, okay? So let's just eat some more and wait for the effect to kick in. And no, it's not that or anything, the effect that I'm talking about, if you're wondering about that. Alright, bro, I had like 3-4 pieces, around 100 grams I think, and now the effect has started to kick in, because literally I'm now feeling euphoric as fuck. Like, holy shit, it's so insane. And it's not the first time that I had this, you know, this raw rotten meat before. It's actually, I had it for multiple times, I think 10 times so far, or even more than that. And let me tell you the deal with this, why I'm feeling euphoric now, why I'm feeling very good for this, because it's a bit counterintuitive, right? You wouldn't think about what happens if you eat raw rotten meat. You would usually think, yeah, you're gonna die, you get to the hospital, right? But no, it's not the case. You actually will feel very good for it if you do it right. And let me explain to you why this happens, why I'm feeling euphoric right now and happy, because here's the thing. When you eat raw rotten meat, when you ferment meat first off, the bacteria will break down the nutrients and will when you ferment the meat right, you will feel euphoric, because you know, obviously it develops bacteria, and bacteria will pre-digest the nutrients and also, yeah, the meat in general. So it's gonna make it very, very easy to digest, because it's already digested basically by the bacteria. So you eat it and it pre-digests, especially the vitamins B, which are, you know, needed for energy, of course. And you'll get the rush of nutrients to your brain, and you will feel fucking euphoric. You'll feel happy, like you're on drugs. Not even kidding, like, or let's say on alcohol. I never took drugs in my life, but yeah, just comparing to that, like the euphoria state that is usually associated to that. But let's say alcohol in this case, like literally, because I had the alcohol in my life, you know, now I don't drink it, but I had it before and I know how it feels, of course. So it's basically just like that, you know, you get like a euphoria for few minutes, sometimes even hours. Sometimes I had it like for 2 hours. Like, it's very insane. You just feel so much energy, you feel like doing stuff. Now I put this pair of bars here. I want to do some handstands if I can do it on here, if I have enough space. But yeah, anyways, and also makes you more mentally, it gives you mental clarity. Yeah, speaking of mental clarity, now I said mental clarity, but I can't speak. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. So it gives you more mental clarity, like you're sharper, you're, I don't know, get rid of brain fog, which is pretty interesting. So yeah, I just tried it as an experiment for 7 days. Basically, this all started by an experiment. At first I was pretty skeptical. I was like, bro, what the fuck, raw water meat? I don't know, kind of the body rejects it, because you don't really like the smell and the taste is kind of repulsive, right? But it's not really the case, because at first it was a bit different. It wasn't nothing too crazy, but now I genuinely, after 7 days of eating raw rotten meat, after that experiment that I did, a few months ago, I became addicted to raw rotten meat. Not even kidding, I became addicted to it, because now when I see other people, eat it, I just crave it, or I just randomly crave it. If I don't eat it for a long time, I feel like eating, because I like being euphoric like that, like how it makes me feel. So it's definitely worth something trying out. If you're dealing like with depression, anxiety, you can try this out. It's definitely gonna help you on that, feel better, just uplift your mood in a natural way. I mean, a healthy way, of course, rather than relying on alcohol, on drugs, on everything. It's definitely better to do it that way. You can try it out. You're gonna get used to it. Like the taste, like I told you, I generally like it that right now. I got used to it. It's okay for me. It's nothing, I mean, too crazy, but it's decent. It's cool. Only for the liver, I would say. For the liver, I don't really like it, but for the heart, yeah, it's pretty good. And also the steaks. So yeah, that's the deal with raw rotten meat. That's what happens when you eat it. And also another very important thing that I want to mention here is the fact that you also will get more detox out of it, because like I said, you get more bacteria. Bacteria is beneficial. Nobody ever proved that yeah, bacteria is bad. At least the bacteria that is inside your body, the bacteria that is natural, in this case you get E. coli, and this thing that I just ate, you have E. coli. E. coli is also in your gut. And what is the role of bacteria exactly? What does the medical industry, like everyone tells you about bacteria, will be the answer that the role of bacteria is to help you digest food, to help you detox, like remove stored toxins from the body. And that's why from eating this way, you will accelerate detox. If you have, stored toxins in your body from all the years that you've been eating trash, processed foods and everything, of course, you're gonna store toxins from that, because the body can't be detoxing properly if you're bombarded with toxins constantly. So we're gonna have stored toxins, and this thing right here, and also just, foods in general, like raw foods, but also fermented, especially like this, raw fermented milk, kefir, yogurt, and so on, is gonna help you clear up stored toxins easier. It's gonna help you detox faster because of the bacteria, because bacteria breaks down toxins, as we spoke earlier. And that's the thing, that's basically the benefits that you get from this. And I mean, now it's optional, of course, you don't have to try it necessarily. For me, I want to eat it because it makes me feel good. Generally, I like it, I enjoy eating it. And for you, if you don't feel like it, if you're scared of anything, yeah, of course, I understand in that case it's optional, but it's still nothing to worry about. There are many people that do this, even tribes nowadays. For example, the Inuits that ferment meat, they have this tradition. The Inuit is like a tribe from the Arctic Circle, from Alaska there, and they have this tradition. They just put meat there, they dig a hole and they put the meat, they wait for it like weeks until they can sense the smell from outside, literally from the ground there, they can sense it from outside. And that's why when they know that they can eat it, like they can eat it properly, it's fermented properly, and they eat it for medicine. Basically, they know that it makes them stronger, it has bacteria, so it trains also their immune system. And that's the thing with this. And also we have the Mongolian warriors that used to do that back in the day. They would put some piece of meat under the saddle of the horse there, and they would let it sit there for days, and after that they would eat it after, like, it's more fermented, rotten, so there are many people that do this. Actually, cultures that have this, there are like people that have this in their culture, and also people that doing it nowadays, that are on a primal diet, on a raw animal based diet, like I am. In case you don't know, I'm eating like raw meat, raw eggs, raw butter, raw milk, and also eat fermented foods like you seen right here. So there are other people on the internet doing challenges like this. Everybody tells them that, yeah, you're gonna die, you're gonna do something, you're gonna die, you're gonna get the hospital, but nobody's really getting sick. So that's pretty interesting. Gotta stay open-minded. And here you're gonna really question this, because it means that we've been pretty much lied to what we know about nutrition if this doesn't really happen, if it's not the case. Because everyone will tell you, yeah, if you eat raw rotten meat, fermented meat, you would die, you'll get sick. But it didn't happen for me. I ate it literally for 7 days straight, daily, more multiple pieces like that, like you've seen in the video too. And also ate it like for more times after that. Now I ate it again. No, but nothing is happening to me. I'm just feeling better, more euphoric and stronger. And also made me look better from what I can see when I eat it. I'm like more debloated. My eyes are also brighter when I eat it after I eat the raw rotten meat, because of also the detox. Toxins are getting stored in your iris to in your eyes, so it's gonna help you clear your eyes up, which is something very interesting that I noticed. I didn't really expect that, after those 7 days, but yeah, it's something that I also wanted to mention. So that was pretty much it with the raw rotten meat. Now you know exactly what happens if you eat raw rotten meat, raw rotten heart in this case. So Whether you want to try it or not, it's up to you. But if you want to see more videos like that, if you find this interesting, you want to see more controversial topics like this about nutrition, that's gonna help you actually improve your health so you can look better, feel better, and get stronger, just like it was for my case, and also optimize your hormones. You can see I have the testosterone of the charts. If you want also those benefits, then just leave a subscribe, and I'm gonna make more videos that's gonna help you with that here. So that was it. I was Dragosh, and if you want to see another video like this, if you want to see exactly how I made a raw rotten meat, how you ferment it properly, you can watch this video right here. Have a tutorial in depth. You can see exactly the process more in depth, so you can be aware of that,